Next, we have the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, I love you, Scorpios. That's because for Seattle, I've got Scorpio rising. So I always love looking at what's going on with Scorpio. So the first thing I want to look at is the fact that you've got a full fifth house. Wow. So full. Ever since the 6th of the month, it's just been one thing after the other. I think when it comes to like your romantic feelings and maybe even your children, but romance in particular, there could be a little bit of confusion there, just a little bit of nebulous there because Neptune was conjoined that new moon on the 6th of March. The other thing is that the Mercury is there, but Mercury is retrograding. And so you're another one, I think, that is having a revival of perhaps some old relationships that were you might not even have had communication with that person, and suddenly you're talking and communicating with that person yet again. And this is what happens when Mercury retrogrades in the 5th house of romance. It's amazing. Now, this can also indicate that there could be just some miscommunication even with your children. It could indicate some possibility of miscommunication. But if you're consciously aware of it and you work on these issues, I believe that this could work out well. Now, the thing is, I wouldn't make any major gambling, risk-taking, anything like that, because Mercury's retrograde. And Neptune is there. And I would just wait until all of the emphasis is out. Wait till April. That's all I'm going to say. Because I could just see someone putting way too much emphasis in gambling in the month of March and losing too much. And I'll talk about that in a minute. Losing too much. Okay. So Chiron is in Aries, and that is in your 6th house of work. That's your health and your work. It's healing there. Okay, so you're healing your health, you're healing your work. Hopefully you're healing your work habits if that's been an issue. But there is going to be there's going to be a full moon in Libra, which is opposing Aries on the 20th. And that full moon is in your 12th house of self-undoing. So I'm wondering what is going to be highlighted that you might be doing or might have done that could have led or could lead to self-undoing. You know, when I see the 12th house, I often think of things like our subconscious motivations. It could be the things that we do in secret. So it could be things like drugs or drinking, or it could be where we're cheating or something of that nature. It's hidden, you know what I mean? It's a hidden stuff. It's our skeletons. So the full moon is going to be on your skeletons. Your skeletons in a closet. The full moon is going to be on it. Now, it's better than having the sun on it, but it might make you emotional. It might make you feel a certain kind of way. And especially if it does tend to affect your health. So that is something to be aware of, and that could affect you on the 12th, or excuse me, on the 20th of March with the full moon in Libra and the Aries sun in, you know, the sun in Aries in the 6th house, because the 6th house is your health and the 6th house is your work, and it's going to be opposed by the moon. So I would keep a good rein on my emotions on the 20th. And finally, I'll just say that Mars and Uranus are in the 7th house, and the 7th house rules partnerships. So you may feel this push to reach out to other people during the month of March and maybe even revive old partnerships, relationships, and to fix and renew partnerships and relationships. And there might be sudden new partnerships and relationships. And all of this could come into play during the month of March. So please be aware of these things, Scorpio. Well, this has been